Hey, what's going on, people, and welcome to another video on the channel. And in today's video we're actually going to be doing another Battlefield 5 patch notes for the Lightning Strikes Chapter 2. So this is the second week for the Lightning Strikes, Chapter 2 part of it, and they've actually done another patch as well. It feels like it's going to be a lot more patches for Battlefield 5 at this moment. It's going to have a lot more stuff going towards it, Tides of War type of thing. Kind of adds on, a lot more weekly stuff, a lot more stuff to fix, essentially. But in this one, we've actually got the full patch notes. We're going to go over quite a few of them today because there are quite a lot in there. So before we start, I want to just, thank every single person who has subscribed as of late towards the last week's video and to this week's. So I just want to say thank you, and let's get straight into it. So our first thing to go over is about the new vehicle that's being added. So this is the Stug 4. So this is a tank vehicle which doesn't have a machine gun turret on top. It is a turretless design type of thing. It is a real life one as well. It is only a German one, it seems. It is the Axis, so it's only got, well, you can't rotate the thing, you have to rotate the entire tank to look where you're going. So it's a non-rotation actual turret for the main one, and then it does have a top gunner, and it has a remote controlled machine gun turret. So my guessing is that it's going to be like a 3 or a 4-man tank, because compared to most others, they do have a turret on the top, a machine gun one, but that means you're not protected. For this one, you actually are protected, and the only way to actually kill them off is through normal ways of killing a tank. Now, one of the other things that have been added and improved towards this kind of patch is the practice range. So the practice range is actually getting 4 new practice range modes and scenario type of things. So that means you can practice and using these specific things. So the first one is for the gadgets. So this one allows you to practice shooting the Panzerfaust and other gadgets against stationary and moving targets. So this one is more subtly towards rocket launchers and anything that's like grenade launchers, anything that allows you to do more offensive targeting. Our second part is for skeet shooting. So for skeet shooting, it actually improves your accuracy in the skeet shooting arena with various difficulty levels. So this one is probably for moving targets, because a lot of times you kind of, if you are a sniper, it's probably towards that, and for maybe like LMGs or anything like that, or like semi-auto rifles or anything like that, allows you to focus on actually going for moving targets, because it is a little bit harder. I feel like that one's more to do with console instead of PC. PC, it's a lot easier to aim. Console, it's not the easiest thing to aim with that one. Our third thing that's actually getting added is the grenade practice. So this one, it allows you to practice your accuracy in tossing grenades. It's a bit of a weird one. It actually generates randomly spawning barrels, so that means you kind of get used to the drop, kind of get used to the distance. If you are getting trouble with grenade throwing, might as well use that one. It's in the game, so you might as well use it. And for our last one is a bullet drop. So the bullet drop one is mostly, I would guess, it's for snipers. So if people are struggling with the bullet drop, I would say this is probably the better one, because I know in previous Battlefields, like Battlefield 3 and Battlefield 4 and everything like that, you can't really see the bullet drop, and it kind of gives you a visual effect towards where the bullet is going to land and all that. So it's nice to actually get that. So that means you can actually get used to range and being able to actually shoot people at a distance, because the bullet drop in this one is completely different to any other Battlefield. So it's a little bit less, but at the same time it's a little bit harder to get used to it. So it's nice that they've added in this one. It would be nice to have it in previous ones, but it's nice to have it in this one. So for our next thing we're actually going over is the Panzer Storm map. So this one did get added really late, and it's more of a vehicle design, but they have, they've changed it up quite a bit. So for the starter, they've actually extended the F point, so that means it adds additional buildings to the swine farm type of area, and it made it 4 times bigger. So that makes it a lot more better for infantry and vehicles to have a little bit more cover. And then another part that they've actually decided to change is between G and D, so that means they've added in like a oak alley, more of a tree area, so that means it kind of gives cover toward infantry, because at this moment there's a lot of open space, and that's kind of the main criticism towards everything that's too exposed to everybody. So they've kind of added in a lot of different areas. That means you can, go between different mounds and edges of the field, and you'll be able to get in cover away from tanks. But most of the treatments towards Panzerstorm is about little cover areas. That means it's better for tank battles, because they even said that between A and D is really cool, but they've added in some soft cover to allow tankers to actually advance, because at this moment it's probably just standstill, it's just tank sniping. That's what it usually happens in Battlefield games, so it's nicer to actually have closer up battles than having it just being a sniper battle between tanks, and then your infantry has to just do all the work instead. And then the other two main kind of things that they've actually added to this one is about the flight ceiling towards Panzerstorm. So that means, they've raised it because people have said it's too low, so they decided to raise it. We don't know what to, but you just have to try it and just fly up and see what happens, really. And the other thing is about additional fortifications across the maps. That means it allows infantry to do a little bit more of a better defense and attack against tanks. So it's nice that they've actually added stuff to the game to actually help advance different types of maps. It's really nice that they've done that. So in the last patch as well, they actually added in some features towards the footsteps and being able to hear it a little bit clearer. In this one, they've actually increased some parts and lowered it for some parts, because the third person footsteps is kind of a little bit low. So they've increased that, but they've kind of decreased certain types of footsteps as well. And as well, footsteps in the snow instead, actually, they slightly reduce the sound of that one. But not like a massive amounts, but you can still hear people, because it is snow. It's a completely different texture compared to just being on like wood or brick or anything like that. It makes a bit of sense. And for our last thing that I'm actually going to go over, there's a lot more of stuff. I will add the thing down below in the description. But the last thing we're actually going to go over is about the Bipod. So the Bipod is always a pain thing in Battlefield games, and it's the worst thing that they've probably been able to fix, because they've never been able to fix the Bipod not being set up properly and being able to do that. So they've actually fixed the detection of the Bipod being stood up and everything like that. So it's actually nice. As well, they've included the improvement of vaulting, so that means you're not just going to get stuck on stuff. You can actually just vault over it whilst you're running, so that's nice. Like little tiny things that you're just going to get stuck on, now you just jump over it without, I don't think you have to press anything, so now you just gotta jump over it. And with the Bipod thing, you can just set it up and it's easy to just get off and get on, and it's easier to actually connect. So really, all in all, it's a pretty good patch for everything that they've added in and everything that's changed. It's pretty good to have. I want to see some more stuff be added. It's quite nice to have some, maybe some more new maps and everything like that, since there is only 10. It'd be nice to have that. But it's nice that they've actually decided to, well, EA and DICE and everything like that have decided to actually fix the game towards some aspects that are actually causing trouble. So it's nice that they've done that. But hope you enjoy. Remember to like, subscribe for more Battlefield content. I will do some more Battlefield content as well. I'll make some more videos. I'll make some more other stuff, because I kind of want to make it one of my main games to play. So I'll see you guys in the next one. So peace out.